We just left Poncha Springs. It's, what time is it, Jane?
7:30.
7:30 in the morning. And this is the 18th. This will be our 8th day. And we're heading up 285. And we should be, after about 300 miles, coming into Moab. We were driving down the road, down this, I guess it's what, 24, through the mountain passes. Came around a corner and we saw about 10 to 15 or more goats actually by the side of the road and actually wanting to cross. So we slowed down real quick and stopped, and when we did, they crossed the road behind us. And I went out to get some pictures, and I did. And then a few seconds later, a pickup truck pulled in behind me, and it seems he was going in the other direction, and he actually clipped one of the goats, a baby goat, as he was going down the road. The injured goat was laying there beside the road and trying to get up. So I asked him if he was okay, and he said it was okay. It did no damage to his truck, but he had to have Fish and Game called. And the Fish and Game is going to come by and collect that animal, put it down, and then save it for testing. We're at 10,152 feet, and we're driving through the great metropolis of Leadville. I don't see a stop sign. We just pulled off to the side of the road just to take a look at this beautiful view. So we're parked right here on this highway. This is 24 West. And this is what we see just directly across the street from us. Look at that corner. Look at that corner. Wow. Yeah, Jane mentioned that this is like the Kangamangas on steroids. We're on Route 24 from Leadville to Avon. Look at those houses down there. It's got to be the mining town or whatever. Well, it's a ghost town now. Workers that probably made these roads. And I don't know where the train track is, but down below us a little bit, there was a train track. I'm doing maybe 25 or 30 at the most on some of these corners, and now we're doing downhill. And RV Life told us not to take I-70 because it was steep and curvy. I can only imagine, or Jane and I can only imagine what possible more steep and curvy could be. The windy road, well, you probably can't see it, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Oh my God, they passed.
That's all right, there's a big...
Double yellow.
That's all right, he's probably upset that I'm blocking his road. But so we just did a little diversion. We filled up with gas right in town in Avon, and then headed out. There was no way we could turn around right in town, so the GPS took us down the road a bit and took us on a right, and then it said, oh, by the way, go 1.9 miles. 1.9 miles. Next thing you know, we're climbing a steep hill, and then found out it was another 2 miles, steep uphills and steep downhills, and we were like in 15 miles an hour going up the hill. We decided to try to find a way to turn around because it was really steep. Found a little turnaround, little pull off, did the little 15-point turn and was able to get turned around. Thank goodness there was nobody, and I mean nobody, on this road. Leaving beautiful Colorado, and we're at the state line of Utah. Can't even imagine. Welcome to Utah. Elevation 4,760 feet.
A lot of. We're about 7 miles outside of Moab. And this is what we're seeing on the drive. Pretty amazing.
It's Tuesday, September 19th, and we're just entering Arches National Park in Moab, Utah. And this is the line just to get into the national park. It looks like they just started the reservations, the required reservations to enter the park this year. It's a test to see how it works. Of course, what they mean with the government, a test means they're going to do it from now forward. But this is the entrance to the park. It's beautiful. We have a long, windy road, it looks like, just to get up the hill.
This is Devil's Garden Trail, but it's going to take us to Landscape Arch Trail, which they said, like, round trip was 2 miles. So it's nice and cool, nice breeze. And, oh yeah, Fred made it on the trip too.
This is Landscape Arch. We just hiked in here. It's 1.9 miles total, about a mile in. An incredible day so far. We just, we just finished driving Arches National Park, and we got in there about 8 o'clock this morning. Went all the way to the end, and then visited the Arches on the way back. Did a quick hike, or 2 quick hikes actually, while we were in there. Now we just decided it's, wow, what time is it now?
So it's 1:45.
1:45, and we drove out 128, and we're heading out there now. And we just stopped and had a little lunch. Jane had a pre-made lunch. And this is our view of the Colorado River and the vast expanse. So this is what we're doing tonight. We're resting. Resting after a long day. We actually went to Arches National Park. Drove to the end, did a hike. Looked at some arches. Came back around, did some more hikes. Looked at the beautiful scenery. It was absolutely gorgeous. Pictures and videos just cannot do justice to the colors and the scenery that we saw. And then came back and then dropped our stuff off, went down to the Moab brewery right down in town for some burgers and some beers. Did a little shopping for the rest of the trip as we head up to Yellowstone. We wanted to make sure we had some groceries and so forth. And now we're just sitting here resting back at the campground. Jane's planning some more. She's actually nagavating. She's actually planning some of our... Oops. Oops. Planning our daily trip for tomorrow. Actually, we're actually doing an ATV tour up on some of the rocks. We're doing Hell's Revenge on side-by-sides. And that's about a half a day, 2.5, 3 hours or whatever. We're renting them.